dirty. Alambara, I.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm excited. It's Mother's Day weekend. We're gonna get
Yeah.
some gifts. Yeah, yeah.
So, as I said, it's gonna be a special episode today.
Yes. Let's make it special.
Yeah,
Let's make
let's make
every
it.
day special. Yeah.
So, today we're having a game. We're going to play with you. So, we have questions for you about your relationship with your mother and Mother's Day in general. So, you'll be picking numbers from 1 to 30, and every number there is a question. Okay?
Okay.
And you'll be answering the questions.
All right. Can't wait.
Okay, let's start.
Okay.
So, choose a number from 1 to 30, please.
14.
14, 14, 14, 14. And 14 says, okay, can you describe a time when your mother encouraged you to take a risk, and how did it turn out?
My mother was my confidant, and I say was because now she's, no longer with us, but she encouraged me in relationships. She encouraged me to, avoid bad relationships, and she would share reasons why. Now, if we listen to our mothers, I'm here to tell you, we would have better outcomes. So, they've been around longer, right? They've seen a lot. And there's a saying, there's nothing new under the sun. So, you know, if you consider a lot of things that your mom tells you, you'll be a lot happier in life. So
Yeah.
she was always good at helping me to avoid bad relationships.
Mothers have intuition, right?
Yes, they do.
They have we call it the sixth sense, I think.
Yeah, the seventh
The seventh, yeah.
and the eighth. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, mothers are. Okay, so choose another number.
Another number, I would say 7.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah. Okay, so how has your mother taught you to deal with challenging situations or difficult people? Yeah, it's related to the previous question.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you asked that question, Miriam, because my mom was very easygoing. She was very chill, and me, I was always, you know, a go-getter. I really did, consider other people's feelings. But the way my mom would handle situations would be to, I call her the queen of positivity. And this is something I learned after losing my mom. Okay. She would make sure anyone she meets, they had a very, a good message. She would give you a positive comment. She would say, like, Miriam, those eyeglasses make you look so beautiful, and no one's ever told you that, right? Before. And you're like, oh, I never noticed that. Everyone my mom met, she had a positive feedback to give them, a positive, and now I do the same thing, and I see how it matters in people's lives. Just a little, uh, encouragement, just a little nice thing that you tell people. So now everyone I meet, I do the same thing, and it makes a difference in people's life, no matter how big or how small the comment. As long as it's positive, it's reassuring, it's encouraging. This is what people need, and sometimes we don't even know. That's all we needed,
So she influenced the way you show love to people.
Exactly, or shared a message with everyone. I called her the queen of positivity because,
my God.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, so give us another number. This is Gaffer more about you.
Well, let's go with 8.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. So 8 is saying, okay, can you share a time when your mother taught you a valuable life lesson?
Valuable life lesson. I would say, after she lost her husband, she was determined not to, you know, uh, to just be sad all the time. She wanted to, share his memories, continue his memories. She wanted to pretty much, help others instead of feeling sorry for herself. And she did that to the very end. And sometimes we don't even notice, you know, how people are interacting, you know, with the community and with family, but until they're gone. So, for all of you out there, I want you to look closely, appreciate, all of the little things. Sometimes that's all people are able to do. Maybe it's just a little thing, but even the little things, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like sometimes we take things as liabilities. We don't really understand their worth until like, and it's hard to take a step back and to appreciate. Yeah.
And things happen in life and it's hard to go on. So this, goes back to your question, how did my mom teach me how to, handle certain things? And it's like you just have to find ways to go on instead of, just wallow or go into depression. You have to try some way to avoid. I did go into depression, and then I learned, there's ways to avoid that and to continue. And there's reasons to continue, right?
Yeah, I totally understand. So does your mom help you through your depression as well?
Well, I didn't know, she had depression, but you would never know. And,
Yeah.
yeah. And so it wasn't until after, of course, I was depressed. Whenever you lose your mom, a lot of us out there, this Mother's Day, we're going to be remembering our moms, and they're no longer here with us. But remember their legacy, okay? She left you a legacy. And my mom's legacy was to serve the community and to share positivity with everyone, especially in the society that we're living in today. Everything is so uncertain. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of people that's, saying things that are, not helpful, not kind. So be kind. Yeah. Bring a good change, not bad change. It's like in 2023, we would expect things to be so much better, right? But it's not, because the way people think, it's very individualistic, capitalistic, and we're not helping each other at all.
Yeah. And it's insane how they can sacrifice literally themselves for their families. It's really
That's
uh,
your mom.
yeah, I
That's
always wonder like how do they do that? How do they
that's
find all of that strength?
telling me when I, lost my mom, I had to take care of her house. And so I worked in New York City for a couple of years doing different processes after she passed away. And I had to walk like 5 miles, take a bus, take a taxi to Manhattan and do that back and forth. And this is what my mom did for 25 years. And she was so loyal to her, to her employer in Manhattan. Never, I think she missed one day, never missed a day. She walked in the snow, the rain. That trip that I had to take, I was like, how did she do this for 25 years? I could barely do it for 2 years. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so
They
It's so
are
emotional.
amazing.
I get
I know.
emotional.
I know. They are amazing, but you should know this is their legacy. And a lot of things they weren't able to achieve, but now that you look at where they were able to get you, you can now, it's like passing the baton. You can now take that and run with it. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. So let's go to another number. Choose a number.
Before Miriam gets too emotional, okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with
Because it gets
we'll
too
go
emotional.
we'll go with 11. That was my mom's
11.
birthday.
11. Your mom's favorite number was
11
11?
11. Yeah, she said that was her
Okay.
lucky number.
Why? If it's not too personal.
Why?
Yeah, if it's not too personal.
Oh, 11, 11. That was my mom's birthday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay. It's all the questions are related. So, what is the one thing you would like to thank your mother for on this special day?
I would like to thank her for the one Christmas that we had together, the one Thanksgiving, the one New Year's, the one birthday that we were able to spend together because I was adopted and I didn't, get to officially have, family time with my mom until I was older. And it wasn't until, her husband passed away, I went to help her for about a year. And that one year I spent with her, that was really the closest I had ever been to my mom and the most time that I've spent with my mom. So I would, work from home and I traveled from Texas to New York every 2 weeks for 9 months. I did that just to be with my mom. And during that 9 months, we were able to enjoy one Christmas together, one New Year's together, one of my birthdays together, and one of hers as well. So you probably, and I hope you will, embrace the time that you have with your moms. And because every day I wake up, I wish I had one more, you know, time like a New Year's or a Christmas or a holiday to spend with her. Just one more time.
Yeah, it's all of this is so emotional. Whenever I try to change the questions, it always goes back to emotional again.
Trust me, it took 2 years to even be able to talk about it. When I did my doctoral degree, this was my thesis because professionally, my mom helped me by showing me that not everybody wants to take medication. Not everybody does well on medication. And I was telling her, take it, you'll feel better. And she wouldn't take it. And so I was like, I was so not happy with her. But now, after I went through depression and had to take those medications, I'm like, you know what? If you could take herbal products, yeah, or if you could do self-care to avoid depression, yeah, do that. So professionally, that's what she also taught me.
Yeah. There is always like this cycle, like when we're a baby, we're always needing our mothers. When we become a teenager, we start like rejecting them, and then when we get old, we always seek their advice and their validations and like, Mom, how can I cook this? Mom, what can I do?
Yep.
Mom, I have this problem.
You realize it clicks, something clicks that, mom has a lot to offer. And we should show her that respect. We should show her that love and everything that she's teaching you, write it down, all those things that she has collected, keep it because a lot of it will be valuable. A lot of people have sold things that their mom has saved and made, even recipes. We can share that with people. People who become millionaires just off their mom's little recipe. Yeah, so
definitely.
she's laying the groundwork. She's doing the groundwork. She's laying the foundation for us. And if it just could click for us, right, we could just have a better life, all around.
So basically, we do lives and podcasts and episodes about how we taught moms to raise their children. But this is special episodes because we're talking to daughters and sons. How should they treat their moms, right?
Yeah,
So what what kind of advice can you give, especially teenagers, about
right,
how to 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 treat their moms, or what to expect, or
right.
what
So
to do?
a lot of teenagers are coming from dysfunctional families, and they don't even realize it. So it's a great thing when you realize something's not right in my family. Okay, and you don't hold things against your family members. Instead, you find ways to help them. So a lot of times teenagers are in families where they do need counseling. They do have a lot of maybe mental health issues that's not been addressed. Your family, your mom and dad is drinking a lot of alcohol or doing drugs. Okay, there's so many places that teenagers are coming from, and it's not normal, and they don't realize it. Okay, your mom and dad should not be drinking 4 glasses of alcohol at 6 o'clock every night. Okay, it's just not normal. Okay, and so you should not be getting, cussed out by your family members, or you know be shamed by family members. These things should not be happening. So teenagers are trying to find direction and leadership. They need that, and without it, they feel lost, they feel unsuccessful, they feel like they can't make it. And you can just, we want you to speak respectfully, uh, but also understand that some things are not normal, and it's being passed down because of the way your father was raised or the way your mom was raised. This is how they behave because of how they were treated when they were, teenagers or little children. So,
So I kept asking questions because because you have a very you have a you are saying a very interesting tips and interesting ideas to the viewers. And I have a question: is that why at a certain point, when we're growing up, we start fighting our mothers? It's like they're our enemy. We're starting like, it's like they're against us.
right. Because we have to, there's a separation that occurs. You start your own family. It's not just your mom, your friends as well. You have less friends, you have less time, and you want to, find your way. And you have your husband or your children by that time. So you want to create your little, loving environment with the little knowledge that but you don't realize these are all the things that mom and dad, uh, get put in you, right? And then you just want to see how you do, and that's normal. That's normal. And then you realize I need a little support. So, and that's when we learn to appreciate our mom and dad. Like we said,
And it's
you
never
know,
too late.
it's never too late, and it's never too late to forgive. A lot of us have to
Mm.
forgive our family members, whether it's our parents, our sisters. Please work on forgiveness, because a lot of times people don't realize they have a problem, they are a problem, and they are just causing problematic relationships. So it's for us to now say, I'm going to do better, and I'm going to help these people. I'm going to bring the change, that I would like. So, yeah,
And sometimes you don't even realize that our parents, like our mother, especially because it's a Mother's Day, our mothers as well, they are raising us and dealing with their own traumas.
exactly. That's what I said earlier, Miriam. A lot of our parents, they behave the way, because of the way they were treated when they were little. So they don't know better. And unless people get therapy and counseling, they will not realize how to change anything or that there is even a problem. They don't even know this is not normal.
So in this kind of situations, when we're aware that, let's say our mother is, she's dealing with her own trauma, what can we do? What kind of tips, and what kind of behavior can we do in order to try to understand more, take her more into consideration and help her?
Right. So with any issue like this, it's good to talk, allow people to talk, allow people to share their experiences. Because what happens with trauma is people try to bury things in their subconscious, but it doesn't get locked away. It pops up. These memories, these issues pop up in their head. It makes them sad. It makes them, go after people, in a mean way. It makes them, just unbearable sometimes to be with. So it's good to allow them, just ask questions. A lot of times people don't have time for their mothers. They don't have time for, so make time, say, Mom, I want to take you out to a place, a park or a restaurant or whatever. Let's go out next weekend, And this also helps their thinking, their brain to function, at an older age better. People who are, talking with them, doing things with them. This is what they need. And, they can come to a point, my mom did it, she regretted a lot of things that happened to me. And she came to a point and she said, I hope you will forgive me. I didn't know this is how things would turn out. And because we had that time together, that time to talk, things started to come out and get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with communication and talking.
Instead of keeping it here in your heart, in your head, it's going to destroy you, and then people, they're not healthy. They don't have a healthy mind. So talking, making plans and going out with your mom or dad. Okay, we'll talk about that on Dad's Day, but this weekend is Mother's Day, so we'll stick to Mom. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, have more time for Mom.
So I want to go back to one thing that you said. We were talking about forgiving our moms. So how to do that, in your opinion? It's hard. It's not that easy,
Right. It's not easy unless you have training. Okay. See, I have training before I was lost. And I got this training as a mental health, provider. I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. And I got the training because of my mom. And my mom, she was in a bad space. And then when I tried to get her help, it was very difficult. So I became an advocate. And then I realized, God, I've been fighting with all these people in my family. They have mental health problems too. And that's when I realized, there was a lot of people in my family with depression, anxiety, paranoia, you name it, alcoholism, my goodness, And a lot of times people do drugs and alcohol to cover up, some of these symptoms, the depression symptoms, anxiety, and all that. So when I realized what was happening in my family, that's when I got this training. And so to answer your question, you need to first, get help for yourself before you can help the family members. So you need to share with a counselor or therapist what's been going on and how you've been feeling and what you would like to, see your family get help with. All right. So you start from there. And then when you have the tools and when you have the training, then you can help other people. But until then, you can just refer them, say, I know a great counselor. I know someone you can talk to, give this person a call, this professional a call. Okay. And that's how you start to forgive, by realizing sometimes people don't understand what they're doing is
Yeah.
not right. It's not normal. It's not good. They just don't understand. They're trying to just, do their best with their alcohol, or, or their whatever they're doing, their meanness. This is their defense mechanism, But guess what? It hurts, right? It's not nice. And it should not be happening in a lot of cases. Young people should not be walking around with their parents cursing at them, or, doing mean things to them. Why? you know?
Actually, sometimes even like when you tell a member of your family that call this counselor, or call this coach, it might help you. We can see resistance sometimes.
You said you can get
We can see resistance from them,
resistance.
like they.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So do it in a inconspicuous way, and just share like positive messages from, let's say, Joel Osteen. There's different, or maybe they're not into Christianity. Just Buddha has a lot of great inspirational messages about how to be better people. Who's the other guy in India? What's his name? Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, you could just get little quotes from them and send it to them every day. So they're like, oh, I didn't see it like that. And just this is ways you start the process of forgiving, by sharing with them what they need. Okay. And they can't give you. Okay. But you're okay with helping them to get to that place. All right. But it's important for you to also seek help.
So let's go to another number.
Are you sure you want to go there? You're not going to cry when we go to.
Yeah, I think by the end of the life I'll be crying.
All right,
No,
let's do.
you are so beautiful. Honestly, it's really it gets me emotional.
All right, well, let's try 19. Why not?
19. Let's go to 19, and 19 is saying. So, what is one thing you would like to do for your mother to show your appreciation on this special day? If
Well, to
you have the
show.
possibility to do that, what would you do, doctor?
Right. Well, if she was here, let's see. My mom, I would find ways to decorate her house, help her with that. Because she was someone who doesn't like to throw anything away. So, that was always my goal, to, redecorate for her. And, I missed it by like 6 weeks, but I did get like the front door replaced. So that was great. And she was over the moon about that. But if she was here, I would try to give her things that she wasn't able to, to enjoy, take her places she wasn't able to enjoy, So even if it's a small thing, or, yeah, so that's fulfilling for me. And now that she's no longer with us, I just want to give the biggest gift that she gave me, the gift of positivity, to as many people as I can.
Yeah, we should do everything that makes them happy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so another number?
All right, let's go with 23.
23, 23, 23. And the question is, what is one of the funniest memories you had with your mother?
My mom, there was a lot of funny memories, but she was someone, there's a word for it where people are naturally funny, but they don't realize it. She,
Sarcasm, maybe?
was that
Sarcasm?
sarcasm? No, she was more it's a type of humor. If any of our viewers know, please send us a comment about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a type of humor people have. They're just naturally funny, but they don't realize it. Yeah, I think I think Lucille Ball, you know that character. It's like that, but she knew she was funny. But yeah, so every day, you know, she had something funny to say, but she didn't realize. And she would get mad at us when we were laughing, you know. I'm like, but mom, it's funny. And she was like, what's funny about that? But she was just a naturally funny person. So, yeah.
Would that comfort you in the past whenever you're having a problem or you're dealing with something hard? Was that comforting you,
Yeah.
like her
Just,
way?
just call your mom. The first few words, and you're like, okay, I feel better.
Everything is good.
Right. We just can't take life that seriously, or, you know, we just can't take our problems that seriously, that it affects us and, you know, destroys us inside. Yeah. So just call your mom, and she's just, you know, having the nicest conversation with you. And that's very special.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, it's very, mothers are superwoman. They can do everything.
And sometimes they don't even realize it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they
They,
might
they
get,
think it's
yeah,
normal. And with time, we come to think that that's normal.
exactly.
That's not normal, guys.
Oh,
What moms are doing for us, it's like no one else, like no one would love you unconditionally like your mom would love you.
right.
No one. Like any kind of mom, even if she's like she's having trauma, she's doing bad things, she love you unconditionally. She's doing it out of love. Like
Exactly. And you can confide in her, share good experiences, bad experiences. You can't do that with everybody.
yeah, and when we realize that, it's like I think it would be easy to forgive if we realize that
Exactly.
it's out of love.
There's a special bond that you have with your mom. And like I said, you know, I wasn't able to have that until that 1 year, the last year of her life. So
Mhm.
if you have more time with your mom, try to bond with her now. Try to embrace her legacy, which is going to be, you know, all the things that she's been able to do. And then now you can continue that. Okay. Whatever that is. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. Like if this is my question, so this does not count.
All right.
So
We'll give you a
African
bonus.
moms are special moms, right?
Which ones?
African moms, our moms, like in
Yeah.
Africa.
They're the mothers of creation, you know. A lot of people don't realize it, but, you know, I saw a National Geographic documentary. I don't know if you've seen it or the viewers, if they've seen it, where they found that there's 7 different markers in the human, you know, humans around the world. And you have a marker, I have a marker. One of those 7 markers we have. We might have the same marker, I don't know, until they, you know, swab us and test us, right? And the only place to find all 7 of those markers is in Africa. So no matter where you are in this world, you can be traced back to Africa with one of those markers.
Oh my God.
So yeah, this is where, yeah. And when I go back to Africa, the mothers there, they treat me like a queen. Okay. Not because I'm American, but because they want to pass on something to me. They want to make sure I have a good experience. That's how the mothers in Africa are. They are
Yeah, yeah,
pretty selfless. Make sure you have a good experience and make sure you can do something for others. And yeah, so
yeah. Also, good things like there's something about African mothers that when I don't know if you had the same experience, doctor, but when we were kids, they forced us to eat, right? They're like cooking and it's like finish your food.
I know. Well, thank God, you know, for the herbs and the, you know,
And,
the vegetables. Yeah, look at your beautiful skin. I mean,
no.
hey, yeah, you ate your vegetables, didn't you?
Oh yeah, she was forcing me to eat broccoli, to eat and herbs and drinking things and
Exactly. Me, I'm never sick because, every time we say we didn't feel good, we got those herbs and, vegetables and plants and they boil stuff and now it's like I have a good immune system because of that, you know?
yeah. So this gets us to another question. I know it's does not count as well. It's like, how did your mom impacted your love to herbs and what you're doing right now on Tal Naturals and the podcasts and being interested in herbal medicines?
Right. So for some reason, I feel better. If herbs work, it's, a lot of times it's a lot less expensive than pharmaceutical products. So if they work, why not try it, right? And for some reason, when I use herbs, drink it or put it on me, I feel like I'm in touch with the planet. Maybe it's a little cuckoo to say it, but I feel the herbs love me. And the drugs are chemical products. These are natural products that surround us that, gives us oxygen, that gives us life, right? So why not use that instead, right?
So we choose another number?
All right. Let's see. Can our viewers give us a number? I see Q2 spirit there, so let's do 2.
So can you viewers give us a number? One number? No?
All right, we're going with 2.
Two. Okay. Two. So, yeah, this is a good question. If you was a parent, would you adopt your mother's parenting?
Yeah, because it was very like not a strict disciplinarian, so that was good. She was very how'd you say? She was very forgiving and she was very reactive emotionally. So this is how she would get you without, having to beat you or to get mad at you. One time I said to my mom, I think I should just move out. I just need my own place. And she was like, oh, my. And the look on her face, it was like, I regret saying those words from my mouth. It was like she has a way of having you self-correct yourself. So yeah, I you have to be patient with people and let them know how you feel about certain things. Sometimes we go back and forth. We try to, get you back or, prove our point, or sometimes that's not even necessary. Okay.
And if you would be changing one thing, what would you change?
As far as parenting,
Yeah, in your
oh boy,
mom's style.
yeah. For my mom, she would give away a lot. I remember one time we went to visit and we were wondering how we're going to get back on the plane with all this stuff that if you say something, she gives it to you, whatever you need. We had like curtains, drapes going back on the plane. I'm like, oh, okay. So we just can't like give the shirts off our backs, to everyone we meet here, so yeah, that's the type of person she was.
She was amazing. I
I
can
know.
like.
We have food, curtains, drapes, all these things going on the plane. It's like, oh my God.
Okay, so we choose another number.
All right. Viewers, can we get a number from you?
Please give us a number. We have some viewers who are watching us.
Okay. Can we get
Hello?
a lucky number for Mother's Day?
Yeah. A number? Let's say. I'm gonna choose a number now. Can I choose a number for you, Doctor?
Oh,
Okay, let's say 16.
all right, 16.
Okay. 16. Okay, this is if it's not too personal. How has your mother's faith or spirituality impacted your own beliefs?
Yeah, and a lot of us need to understand spirituality, prayer, all of those things are part of self-care. All right, meditation. So definitely practice that to find balance in life and to, get that positive energy flowing. Okay. So this is what her spirituality helped her with, and it helps me with.
And how did you impacted you as a person?
Right. So I know that I need to stop and meditate, stop and pray. If things are getting too stressful, if I'm feeling too, unbalanced, right? Yeah, these are things that it does work. Okay. Whether you are religious or not, okay, meditation, spirituality, prayer, all those things will be of benefit for you.
Awesome. So we choose another number.
All right. One more. We'll do one more. Let's
Let's make
go
it
with 10.
2. Like the conversation is so good. Let's make it 2.
You want to go with
2
two?
more.
2 more? Okay, 2 more.
Okay.
All right. I'll choose
So
one. I'll choose 10, and then you choose the last one.
10. Okay. 10. Yeah, 10. Okay. Where is the 10? Let me please look for it. And okay. Can you describe a time when your mother encouraged you to pursue something that you were passionate about?
Okay. Yeah, she definitely encouraged me to finish my degree,
Yeah.
my doctorate degree. And yeah, come to find out, a lot of us, we have problems with studying or, in the workplace because of anxiety, because of attention and concentration problems. And that just puts us 30% maybe less successful than our counterparts, right? So yeah, so never gave up, and it was because of my mom. Once some people are able to find something to motivate them, find something to, focus on that could keep you, you know, hyper focused or keep you focused. Yeah. And that was it. It was because of, you know, the issues with my mom. So that's why I ended up getting a doctorate degree, even though I have ADHD, attention deficit disorder, even though I have anxiety and depression, I was still able to make it because I was motivated by my mom.
Awesome. Your mom was so beautiful. I would love to meet her. Like I would been love to meet her.
Yes.
So then
You would.
someone would choose a number.
Okay. Someone chose a number
Yeah,
23. Somebody said
23. 23. Let's go for 23. So 23. Up. So did your how was your mother's personality or interest influenced your own taste or hobbies?
okay. She was very hardworking. And so she loved to cook, and um, she loved to feed not just people in her own house, but she fed the neighbors. She fed anyone who stopped by. They had a plate to go home with. So everybody that meets me, they say, I'm my mother's daughter. Okay. Because I do the same thing. It's like I don't feel good. She's still that spirit that, she had, it lives on in me. All right. So yeah, her personality was to
To
help
spread love.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it was just with a meal, okay? But don't tell her you needed more, because she would give
What
you
was your
everything.
favorite? What was your favorite dish that your mom was used to make to you?
Oh my God. My mom would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she would cook up food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I would say, yeah, curry goat, of course. We like curry goat in Jamaica. So that was my favorite.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like it's a very emotional and beautiful conversation. This is for all the mothers in the world.
Yeah.
We love you, dear mothers.
And mothers to be, and mothers that are no longer with us. Yeah, we remember you.
Yeah,
And
you're always in our hearts.
don't ever believe that you're not special. Don't ever believe that you didn't give something, okay? You couldn't give everything, but you did give something, no matter if your children are telling you're a bad mom or, don't worry. They'll realize it at some point in their life that you did give them something to, have a better life with.
Yeah, and especially don't ever believe that you're not enough. You are more than enough, and
That's true. That's true.
especially like keeping us in your belly for 9 months. This is wow.
I know, and raising us,
Yeah,
some of our viewers, they were fortunate to have a mom that raised them for 18 years. So appreciate that. Like I said, I had 1 year that I spent with my mom because I was adopted.
yeah. I think we're at the end. So what would you like to, if you give our viewers an advice, what would it be? The last.
Yes, celebrate Mother's Day and celebrate every day like it is Mother's Day, okay? Call your mom, okay? My children, they don't call me enough. They call me maybe on holidays. So my mom, she would call me like every week. Every Tuesday, I know my mom would call. And then maybe I'd call her on Saturday, but no matter what, that was her day off on Tuesday. Tuesday morning, 8 a.m., my mom's on the phone. That's just a beautiful thing. My mom made sure she made time for me. And that means so much. Sometimes it means more than $1,000, right? To be able to talk about, what's going on in your life and what you're not happy about and, what you want to do in the future. Just talking makes a difference. Okay, no matter what you're going through. So talk to your mom. They need that so their minds can also uh, stay functioning properly, right? So don't forget to do that.
So we should create rituals with our moms, right?
You should create,
A ritual with our moms.
yes, especially the moms that are getting older. But even though you're young, some of our viewers might be young. Make time, okay, to call your mom at least
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah, you're right. Because as children, we don't understand like their importance, and we tend to get caught up in life, in work and friends, and
My
you forget.
My dear Miriam, we make time for what we want to make time for.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
that
yes. I totally.
that time Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock was specifically for me. That my mom made sure, whether I wanted it or not, I got it. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You're right, doctor. If you want to make time, we can do it. 5 minutes or 10 minutes or even half an hour. What's half an hour in a week?
exactly.
Yeah, it's very precious and beautiful advice. Please, viewers, keep this advice. We make time for what we want to make time for. Yeah. So, doctor, thank you so much for this beautiful conversation.
Thank you,
This
Miriam.
special episode is about Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So, tell us, doctor, we'll be finding this episode on YouTube, right?
Yes. Follow us on Mom Jara Tal TV. Mom Jara comes up pretty quickly, MAMJARA. So we do an African healing podcast, and we want to heal relationships. We want to heal our community. We want to heal our bodies. So whether you're African or not, okay, there's good herbal products that you're going to, and I'm starting the shipments next week to America and hopefully also to Europe and across Africa. Different herbal products, plants, remedies that, might be just as good as pharmaceutical products. So, and a lot of it we don't know about. And I wonder why we don't have that education. So, we're going to educate our viewers and our Italians. We're going to, make these products available, plants and herbal products available as well.
Yeah, so follow Dr. Tal, follow her on YouTube. You'll find everything on YouTube. You'll find everything we talked about and everything we'll be talking about on the description. Please read the descriptions below and have a very beautiful weekend and have a nice Mother's Day.
And don't forget to email us at TAAL Media Group at gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Leave a comment leave a comment below, so we'll be answering you, and we'll be talking to them, Doctor. Why not?
Yes.
Sure. So thank you, Doctor.
Join us Tuesdays. We do commentaries. We might read your comment. And Saturdays, we upload African Healing podcast video. So, and next month, we're going to be talking about romance and relationships. Yeah. And the men are already sending their questions. One guy, he says, what ingredient should women bring to a relationship? Yeah, good question. Oh, wait till you hear my answer. Yes. We'll be talking about that, right? Yes, can't wait. This is going to be viral. Yeah. All right. Have a blessed day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Remember, viewers and fellow Italians, if you cannot find the special gift for mom this year, or if you just cannot afford one, just pick up the phone, give mom a call. Studies show if moms talk more, they keep their memory longer.